Welcome back, folks. As you can see, I got my garage opened up. It's about almost 70 degrees, but the humidity hasn't kicked up yet, so it's still pretty good. Got a project going on today. What we're going to do is we are going to make a mobile generator trailer. It's July now. Last February we had a real bad ice storm here in southeastern Ohio, and it knocked me out of power for a few days. No heat. But ever since then, it seems like it did significant damage to the lines around here, because you know, if God lets out a decent fart, the power goes out. So I went ahead and let the moth out of my wallet over there and bought a Westinghouse 12,500 watt generator that has enough power to run my entire house, which is what I wanted, because out here you got to have enough power to start a well pump, because I'm on a well, I'm not on city water, and my central air system. I will never run both of those at the same time, just out of safety. It could probably take the load, but I don't want to chance it, so I can either run my whole house and my AC unit, and my whole house and my well pump. Since I'm gone during the day, nobody else lives here, I can run the AC unit. It'll be all nice and cool when I get home from work, especially with the power going out recently when it was 95 degrees. Oh my God. So the thing is, that generator, being as powerful it is, weighs 202 pounds dry. That's without 6.6 gallons in the fuel tank, which is what it takes, the oil and everything else. It comes with a handle and wheels, but it's about 100 feet to the plug through gravel and the grass. I could pull it that far and hook it up to the plug, but I don't want to do it. So, the old saying, one person's trash is another man's treasure. The guy who lived here before me left this old metal garden trailer. It's been sitting out there in the weeds, well, pretty much since I moved in here. I recently put new tires on it, as you can see from the local Tractor Supply. Greased the axles on it. Repainted the red and black on it, except for the inside. I don't care how that looks. And I'm going to create a wood platform with foam tape on the bottom to cut down on vibration noise, and U-bolts to anchor it down so that I can just pull it with the side-by-side over to where I have my 50 amp plug outside my house, plug it in with my 15-foot cord that I bought, and power my whole house from the breaker box. So that's what we're going to do today. Okay, we got 3/4 inch plywood right here. I didn't bother doing all the measurements for you. That's what we like to call bitch work. So I measured the length. I'm going to have another piece just like that in here. It fell off somewhere. I got to go find it. And then we're going to anchor these with 2 carriage bolts apiece. It doesn't have to be completely sturdy. That way, if I ever need to take it apart, I'm not, doing 50 million things. But yeah, I repainted the rails black. Repainted this engine red. Brand new tires on it, and to make sure that it would withstand the generator, my 245 pound butt jumped in there and they didn't even squish. So I know we're good. I went ahead and I used my cutting wheel to cut the side off here, which is kind of why I need to do this, because it took away so much strength out of that. When you do that, it's the strength's in the frame. But I did that so I can easily get to the cords when I need to plug them in. It's got an open end, that way I can push it to this side, and that opened end on the exhaust can flow. This is the generator that I'm talking about. This is a Westinghouse 12,500 watt generator, 9,500 running watts. It's got its own battery on it. It's got push start. It's got keyless start. But it's got 4 120s on it. It's got a 30 amp twist right there, as you see. But the one I'm going to be using is the big 50 amp plug. This, like I said, this should power my well. Takes about, I estimated around 6,500 to 7,000 starting watts, which is double the running watts usually. Whatever your running watts is, you double it to fire that thing up. So there you have it. It's a pretty big generator, but I'm sick of dealing with the power outages. So we're going to mount that into here today. Get in here, get out what I need. I got my expandable foam. It's weather seal, but this will also work. I'll put it around the bottom rails, around the U-bolts, so it doesn't mark up. They get a good hold and it doesn't vibrate. I'm also going to put that on the bottom next to the wood. When it's in storage in this garage, my garage gets pretty dusty. If you look up, of actual generator covers online, it's kind of ridiculous. So I just went at Lowe's, got me just another 3-ton air conditioner cover, and that will cover that generator no problem and keep it clean until I actually need it. What we got next? We got oh yeah, got these 4 U-bolts that came with it. These are a little bit bigger than the rails, but I wanted that because of the foam, the expanding foam tape. So yeah, I'm gonna get all this stuff set up and start putting this together for you guys. Found them. 10 minutes later. I knew I had carriage bolts somewhere, I just couldn't find them. Alright. So we're going to be using these carriage bolts, as you see. I'm going to put 2 in each board. I got these boards pushed all the way to this side. Like I said, I want the generator sitting on this side. That way the exhaust, can go free. But I have my drill bit set with me, so I'm gonna get the right size drill bit. Doesn't really matter where you put these, just 1 on each end. See if this thing fits. Oh, and it doesn't. Okay. Let's see if my other drill bits are out here, because I need a little bit of a bigger one. Not. So I'm going to speed up this part of the video. That way you don't have to wait on me running the house and back. I'm back. Did you miss me? Okay. I think I got right size there. So this one goes in, and it does. Now we need a hammer, finish putting it in the wood. Washer and our nut, slide it on the bottom there. And just run that up. And since it's already in the wood, we can go ahead and just tighten that up with a wrench. I'm going to go ahead and speed up these next 3 bolts. Okay, I don't know if I lost it or if I used it for another project, but I realized I was short 1 nut in this, which ain't no big deal. I'll pick another one up when I go to the local hardware store. Okay. Now for the part I've been dreading. Like I said, I'm here by myself. So, oh, hey, found a nut. So, now it is time to move that big ass generator and set it on here all by myself. Might be comical, might be scary, but we're about to see just how strong I am. There's already a little bit of gasoline in here and it's full of oil. I didn't want to fill the gasoline all the way up. I think the easiest thing to fit this thing up. Oh, thank you, God. All right. So, pull it this way a little bit. I guess the tires are squatting a little bit. Oh well. Alright. It's on there. So I'll move this in the front a little bit. Like I'll have to in the back. There. to take our tape and we are going to cut a strip. I would like to put this along the bottom if I can. Might have to lift this up because this will expand when you, so. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna get a knife. I'm gonna cut this open, and this is tape so it will stick. Side by side. Actually, there's box cutters right there. So I'm going to go ahead and cut this open. And I'm going to reel this out. I should have enough. I'm going to reel this out the length of what I want. And I want it to right there. And then I'm going to cut it. Always remember to cut away from yourself, guys. I almost took the top of my thumb off once. Unless you want to gush blood for 30 minutes, I suggest you don't do that. So, there we go. And this is the sticky side. So, what we want to do is actually I'm actually going to go ahead and scoot this back a little bit. And then I'm going to lay this down on the boards. And it'll be fine right up against it because remember, I'm using U-bolts. So like that. Bring up the generator now. Just like that. And the weight of that'll take that. And the other side is the exact same thing, so I'm going to go ahead and speed up the video so you're not bored with that. Alright, there, that side's done. I wasn't able to scoot it with that side, I just lifted it up and was able to hold it while I put that padding on the bottom. Now we move on to the U-bolts. And I have enough of this left over. What I'm going to do is, when I put these U-bolts right through here, and then probably right through there, I would say, when it goes over the bar right here, I'm going to have a piece of foam tape in between it. It'll give it a good hold, and it'll prevent rattles. Because when this thing's running, especially if it's running at night when you're trying to sleep, you don't want it rattling. Also, if you have the option, another hint to that, put the plug away from your bedroom. If I didn't have so many different circuits, I would be back feeding it from the garage. But, oh well. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and get my drill bit ready to go. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead I'll fast forward to this next part. All I'm going to do is I'm going to mark this down where I'm going to put both of these U-bolts. I'm going to mark them, and then I'm going to scoot this generator out of the way. That way I can drill them. So, see you in a few. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and just cut little strips here, so that way, about 3 or 4 inches, that way I got padding to put on the inside of those U-bolts. Okay. And what I want to show you what I'm going to do here. These U-bolts right here. And just take this. Actually, you can probably just stick it right there on the rail where your bolt's going to be. And these things have pretty good adhesive. I mean, they stick pretty quick. So push it down. Perfect. And I'll fast forward again because this is just what we're going to be doing on the next 3. Okay, so that's done. Now with these U-bolts, they come with plates to put on the bottom and 2 nuts. One I did have to hammer in. That's the first one I'm going to do. Hopefully I didn't booger up any of the threads when I did that. We'll find out real quick. Looks alright. Perfect. Put that plate on, you put the nuts on, that's all you gotta do. Go ahead and fast forward again while I get all 4 of these done. Okay, here we go. These 2 U-bolts right here, the ones in the back, those are not tight. I'm going to have to take the wheels off to get to those. I didn't pay much attention. But the front ones are solid. And this thing, well, checking for vibrations, we're about to see. And 3, 2, 1. Maybe. Look at that. Got to hold that button. Well, hey, there is no rattles, man. There is, even without them bolts tight, there is no rattles. So Awesome. Yeah, so another project done. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Sorry there wasn't a whole lot of comedy in this one. There will be down the road when I'm doing projects outside that are really, really frustrating. So, thanks for watching. If you like this video, go ahead and subscribe to my channel, get my name out there, and I'll see you on the next project.